Did Dutch people eat their prime ministers? Well, not exactly. It's the year of 1672 and it's the rampjaar or disaster year in the Netherlands, where the country is being attacked from four sides by the English, by the French, and also by the dioceses of Münster and Cologne. The famous Dutch saying about the rampjaar goes the following: the people were irrational, the government desperate, and the country beyond rescue. And that is when people were looking for a scapegoat, and they found not one, but two. This is Johan de Witt. He was a Grand Pensionary, which was basically the highest power in the Dutch Republic at the time. He was the leader of the Dutch Republic when there was no stadtholder in power. He was also against stadtholders being in charge of the army, and him and his fellow regents also had abolished being a stadtholder in the Dutch Republic forever. Sort of. Then you have Johan's brother, Cornelis, who was a mayor of Dordrecht. He was also a regent. He was an official for the Heerlijkheid Putten and a bailiff of the Beilanden. He also brought the English fleet a devastating blow together with Admiral de Ruyter. So you would think that people like him, and they at first did, but not anymore. Also, Cornelis was not the equivalent of the prime minister, only Johan was. On the other side of those that supported the brothers de Witt, you have the Oranges. They wanted William III at the mere age of 22 to lead the country that was being attacked from several sides. He is also the great-grandson of William the Silent. Now, with the call for an orange as the head of state, a statement was clearly made against the pensionary Johan de Witt and his regents. They were also accused, among other things, of neglecting the army. The evening of the 21st of June, 1672, someone attempted to assassinate Johan de Witt. He was lightly injured, so nothing too bad. But during this, the States of Holland did assign William III of Orange as the new stadtholder. So Johan de Witt, he actually resigned on the 4th of August. Now, what happened then was that a huge production of political pamphlets was created. It led to people saying that only Prince William III could save the country. It led to a major hate campaign against Johan and Cornelis. There were tons of rumors. There was lots of fake news and conspiracies. There were so many conspiracies that Cornelis was actually charged with an assassination plot of William III. He was locked up in the Gevangenpoort, opposite from the Binnenhof, where you can find the Dutch parliament. He was also tortured to confess guilt, and he refused to say anything. He said it wasn't true, and eventually he was, without any evidence, sentenced to lifelong exile. And then on the 20th of August, 1672, hell broke loose. So Johan de Witt was coming to prison to get Cornelis out of prison due to the verdict. And when they wanted to leave, there was a big angry crowd, which was swept up and triggered by people in power like Admiral Cornelis Tromp, as well as some preachers. The Schutterij or citizen militia didn't do anything, and the crowd got to them. And they lynched them. We also suspect that stadtholder William III was complicit to the lynching. Now, what happened after the lynching? The bodies were hung upside down onto a pole at the Groene Zootje, which was an execution spot in Den Haag. The bodies were horribly mutilated. People cut their hearts out, threw it at their faces. People cut off pieces of clothing, body parts. People were selling body parts and pieces of clothing. A finger could go for 75 or 100 cents, an ear for 125 cents or 150. Pieces of the brothers were even sold in bars. Now, is it possible that some people took a little bite of them just for funsies? Yes. But is that what happened to the entire bodies? No. Most of these bodies were, according to sources, either given to dogs or kept and traded as some sort of a relic. Also nowadays we still have some remains of them, which are conserved in salt. So we have the tongue of Johan de Witt and we have a dried up finger from Cornelis in the Rijksmuseum. So, if you want to have a look for yourself.